Born from the ashes. 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 Born from the. Watch me rain.
Welcome to the Risen Star League round of 32, Group F. In the top left corner from Alpha X, it's the purple Protoss, Reality. And in the bottom right, as the red Protoss, it's Revolt. Revolt is captain of the Risen competitive team, and it looks like we're off to a pretty rollicking start. Reality has dropped double pylon gateway. Wait, no, just double pylon. Oh my god. Forge back home here for Reality. This is off to quite the start. Now Revolt will break through the initial forward pylon. Oh, Reality drops the second pylon! Revolt didn't get the probe in time! Oh no! So that means the cannon will finish, and Reality will be able to continue pushing forward here. He's a little bit overzealous with this forward cannon. Ooh, one of the two probes goes down. What a start to the group. Oh my god. There's a zealot out for Revolt, but he's bled out so many workers. This cannon isn't hitting the zealot. It's right-clicked onto the gateway. No, it's not. Okay, the zealot was just slightly out of range. This is not the best cannon rush from Reality. He's lost a lot here. Revolt's lost a little bit, but I think Revolt defends this. Revolt has a stalker out! Oh my god. Another cannon will not finish here for Reality. The probe has gone down. Revolt's stabilized. Revolt's defended. No, wait! No! Kill the cannon! Kill the cannon! Revolt, what are you doing? Revolt, kill the cannon! No! Oh, this is a huge throw. Does Revolt realize this isn't his building? Now this entire part of his mineral line is not going to be able to mine. Two more probes are about to go down. The stalkers are trying to take care of the cannon, but there's a zealot making life difficult for them. They will eventually kill the cannon, but not before one of the stalkers gets into the red and the other loses half its shields. Shield battery is up for Revolt, but what a dicey hold. He's already lost one gateway and now he has to move the stalkers in to engage this cannon. Reality's not attacking with the zealot! This third stalker will not make it out even with chrono boost. All of this, the throws in this game are so real. They're so real, bro. Revolt timing the stalker shots in between the cannon hitting the pylon. So the cannon hit the pylon as the bolt was traveling out. Revolt hit the cannon with his stalker. This is some Ice Baneling stuff right here. Now, Reality gets out his own stalker. He's engaging into two shield batteries though, so he's gonna have to recall that. He narrowly makes it out. The stalker is in the red. And we're transitioned into a macro game. Now, Revolt is behind in probes. However, Reality is going to lose all these pylons and the gateway on this side of the map. Oh, this probe's stuck in here until either Revolt recalls, which he doesn't have the energy for, or he kills this gateway, which is going to be a while. Okay, Revolt's remade his two gateways, and I actually think Reality's ahead here. He is +1 halfway finished, but he is going to be supply blocked. He needed to count on those pylons dying in the base of Revolt. This is a ridiculous game. I just want everybody to know that. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's absurd. I don't know why my bitrate's so low, but it's sitting at 2300 right now, which is not good. Apologies for that. Revolt has stabilized, but Reality drops a proxy pylon and he marches his stalkers across the map. Revolt does have 2 shield batteries and a sentry to hold on the high ground, so Reality is actually not taking good trades here. 3 stalkers go down for free and Revolt holds. Wow. Game of Throws hasn't been this good since Season 4, am I right? Oof. Ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum, ba-da-bum-bum. Bam, bam. Ba-da-bum-bum. Okay, Revolt's going into Blink. Reality's getting a robotics facility back home, as well as a second Nexus. And remember, our Purple Toss has +1 on the field, so he should, in theory, be able to trade better against Revolt. But Revolt has an Immortal on the high ground. Like, Reality can't actually do anything against this army. Even if Revolt moves to the low ground, it would still be very hard for Reality to engage. Now, the reason Revolt isn't moving to the low ground is that there's 3 sentries, 2 of them with Force Field. So he doesn't want half his army to get caught out, or worse, like the Immortal and 2 Stalkers, and get gunned down by the forces of Reality, so he can't expand for even longer. However, Reality's gone home. Revolt needs to identify that and immediately drop a second base. Well, I guess maybe not. He's going for the Warp Prism, he's going for Blink, so it might be Revolt's turn to attack here soon. Reality is getting up a Twilight Council. And armor is halfway done here for the Purple Toss. He's getting out his own Immortal to defend as well. A second one should be operational by around the time this attack arrives. One sentry goes down for Revolt. It had burned all its energy here. Second one tries to burn as much as it can before it gets picked off. There's still plenty of sentries. Plenty of force fields here for Reality. Reality's going to hold down the fort. Revolt is going to press in. He's focusing down the defending Immortals of Reality. Down go the Immortals. Revolt does have Stalkers in the back not fighting, but Reality is forced to warp in a couple Zealots. It's not really exactly what you want against this kind of composition, but under the might of Revolt, Reality is crumbling, and this probe lead is about to disappear for our Purple Protoss. Revolt is going to show no mercy and go into the main. Zealots get a surround on the Stalkers. Revolt's trying to use a combination of Blink and Warp Prism Micro to save them, but he over-microed here. Revolt actually could have taken that fight if he was just blinking the Stalkers down to the low ground one at a time, but unfortunately, he was picking him up, putting him down, picking him up, putting him down. By the way, given that this is the Group F of the RSL, feel free to drop Fs in the chat at any point. There's no context needed to drop Fs in the chat, because everyone here is under Group F. It's really incredible how that works. So, Revolt got damage done, but I don't think he got enough damage done. Reality has armor on the field now. Reality is going into a Templar Archives, and Revolt doesn't have a second Nexus. Revolt is behind in workers. Reality is up 10 right now, and that's going to translate into replenished army supply very shortly here, and Revolt's already behind. Instead of using his money on Warp Prism cycles, he's forced to spend 400 minerals on a Nexus, and it gets delayed! Oh no! He accidentally box-clicked all those probes. Reality can be whatever this purple Protoss wants it to be, given his heavy worker lead, his heavy military lead, and his massive upgrade lead at 1-1 over a Revolt who is just starting a Forge. And look, at different points, if you take a look at the macro game, if you take a look at the strategies the players have employed, every single one of them had the opportunity to kill their opponent at several points in this game. They had an opportunity to gain an overwhelming lead, and it's been both these players kind of throwing their armies away that has led us to the situation we are in now. It's just that Revolt was the last person to throw his army away in this like game of Toss the Dynamite, and Reality was able to get way too much of an upgrade lead, of an economic lead, and I don't think he's going to throw here. Two armies square up for engagement. GG is called. Once again, in the top left corner, it's Thanos. And in the bottom right corner, it's younger Wrathorn. So, Reality has point number 1 on the board. The last game was so action-packed, it didn't give me enough time to talk about the tournament. So, the Risen Star League Season 1 consists of 8 group stages to start us off. Each group stage has 4 players, totaling 32 players. We've already done 4 of the groups. So this is our 5th group, chronologically, in order of casts. We are live casting here, but each group is basically, if you've ever seen the KSL or the GSL, it's just one of those groups. So we have 2 initial matches, the winners go up to the winners match, the losers go down to the losers match, and then the winner of the losers match goes on to the deciders match against the loser of the winners match. 2 players advance to the round of 16, and then we start the process all over again. But when we get to the round of 8, it is going to be bracket play. Revolt has stolen his opponent's gas. You are not supposed to let this happen in Protoss versus Protoss. Reality lost so much mining time killing that assimilator. I know it looked like he had 15 probes mining, but he didn't when he started attacking that assimilator. The way you block this, alright, you'll notice if you watch pro games or whatever, you move 1 probe right here. You can see how it hangs off the gas a little bit on the corners. You can actually stop the gas extraction building from completing as long as you do that. As long as you move 1 probe, just 1 hex away from the gas, just nestle it in there. But Reality, unfortunately, took Reality and substituted his own, and therefore is like behind in gas, man. He has to go depths. Feels bad. Revolt though is only getting what? The second stalker is pretty delayed. Am I missing a stalker? Lost a stalker. Master Renegade has. How embarrassing. No? Revolt just made his second Stalker late. Oh, he opened Stalker Sentry, didn't he? Okay. I lost the Sentry. This has just been a whole thing. Reality is also going Stalker Sentry. Forge Robo from Reality. Robo. Forge from Revolt. No, actually, Reality just looks like he has really crisp macro play. Revolt is getting up a Twilight Council, and that's the key difference here in these two builds. Both players have their second Nexus. Well, Revolt is a little bit behind. Yeah, no, Reality's just playing a really crisp game here. Both players are just playing this Cold War game where they both want to get up tech. It looks like we are going to see third bases this time around. Although, it's a little bit late from both players. Well, I guess you can go all the way up to the 7-minute mark and not make a third in PvP, but a little bit of a supply block coming out from Reality. 2 pylons on the way. I think he's going to need a couple more if he's going for this Warp Prism play, but Reality is going to strike as +1 hits the field, and Revolt just doesn't have the army to respond to this. It's going to hallucinate a Phoenix as well, which is going to eat into this Sentry energy. Reality, double Immortal drops in the main of Revolt. Down go the gateways, down goes the robotics facility. And Archon on the low ground is trying to engage 2 Immortals. That's not going to go well for him. Archons get absolutely trashed by Immortals. Reality is upping his production in a pretty big way. However, despite Reality unpowering this production for a little while, he didn't really commit to the attack, man. He's just going for a double Immortal drop. He's not warping in to support this. He's not going for the kill on Revolt. And that might be a fatal error. Now he's going to see that Revolt already has a third Nexus, and therefore a pathway back into this game. He's going to start trying to DPS it down, but Revolt has more than enough to stop this, if not close out the kill on those 2 Immortals. Reality is trying to build up his own force of Archons here. He's continuing to drop on the other side of the map, but not finding damage anywhere. This is really just to keep Revolt at home more than anything, although he doesn't really need to worry about that for now, as Revolt is heavily behind in army supply. Both players are even in upgrades, so Revolt doesn't have any like coin flip opportunities. Reality is going to hit +2 though, and it looks like he wants to go on the attack. As he does so, he's throwing down his own third. What Reality's trying to do here is hit Revolt before the power curve of having this earlier third really takes root for Revolt. You can just see the worker disparity down here, and Reality doesn't want that disparity to translate into a better military for Revolt. Reality engages into Revolt. Charge lots do have a concave for the red Protoss here, but +2 has not hit the field yet, so Reality is doing a little bit more damage. Also a little bit behind in army supply, but he does have the shield battery in the back, and he does have a cannon helping him out. Guardian Shell is doing wonders for the army of Reality here. GG, well played is called, and Reality takes the series